Hello everybody, welcome back, and today I'm making a video. We are making a small series. I don't know how long it's gonna go. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe 5 videos. But this series is called Rant. Path of Titans Rant. Victims. Path of Titans Rant victims. And this is where I rant on certain dinosaurs for paleontological accurate for certain reasons. Today's episode is starting with this. Now this series is going to consist of me with opinions or facts. So we're going to start with Lambeosaurus. You may be thinking, what's wrong with Lambeosaurus? It looks perfectly fine. What is Lambeosaurus? Well, Lambeosaurus is a hadrosaur from the late Cretaceous. I think from about 70 million years ago, I believe. I think it was 70 million years ago. Yes, it was from 46 to 75 million years ago. It was by far it was a very large hadrosaur, surpassing T-Rex in size. The only other hadrosaur surpassing it in size is Shantonosaurus. This guy lives in North America, in Canada and Montana. Now, to start off this rant, we're going to start with attacks. The first attack is the tail swing. I don't have any problems with this whatsoever. I think it's perfectly fine to have a tail swing. One of the very few hadrosaurs. This was one of 2 hadrosaur defenses. The second we'll talk about later. So this tail swing attack is very accurate for a hadrosaur to do this. Now for the primary attack, I guess you could call it, which is this. It's a bite. This is where I have my first problem with Lambeosaurus. See, hadrosaurs couldn't bite carnivores. That wasn't a defense they could have. They would be running away from carnivores, not fighting them head on. They would have no reason to bite a carnivore. That would just be instant death. It wouldn't even do anything. Now, in other dinosaurs cases, such as Eotriceratops, it would be more devastating to dinosaurs such as to the Velociraptor as such, because Eotriceratops has a parrot beak, and because of that, its beak was very sharp, making it, which, as seen in the fight, as the fight that was seen with the Velociraptor and Eotriceratops in the fossil record, it is shown that the Eotriceratops has broken the Velociraptor's arm just by biting with its beak. Hadrosaurs could not do this. No hadrosaur could bite. They would have no reason to bite like that. Other than eating, of course. So now we're going to move on to... Now these next... the next 4 things are very major things. The first I will talk about is the running animation. The hadrosaurs could not do this. No hadrosaur, I don't even think Shantonosaurus, as a matter of fact, could run on all 4s. That's because their forelimbs were not sturdy enough to handle all that weight at once. Now they could walk on all 4s, but they could definitely not run on all 4s. They'd be putting too much weight on their arms and could possibly break them, as I would see it. Instead, they would run on their hind legs, making them much faster. And of course, Lambeosaurus, Lambeosaurus in this case, could especially not gallop like a horse, like you see the Shantonosaurus doing in the Isle. Nor could it run like this. It only ran on its hind legs. Excuse me. So why did this... Now, there was this... I've seen a video where... Excuse me. Where the Lambeosaurus... It was a Path of Titan video where it shows the Lambeosaurus running on its hind legs. I don't know why the creators didn't just keep it that way and made it run like this, which makes it look very inaccurate. And that's my first major rant, which this isn't even the biggest problem with this dinosaur. Now we go on to the second rant, the calls. I'll turn up my volume so you can hear them. See, turn it down. See, a Lambeosaurus couldn't. Well, a Hadrosaurus didn't make just honking sounds. The crested ones, they wouldn't have made a sound that would have been like, it wouldn't have been like it was exhaling. It would have been more. It would have been a mixture of honking and trumpeting, not this. Although that is possibly close to what some Hadrosaurs could have sounded like, I don't think Hadrosaurs could have sounded like that. As that sounds like it's exhaling. We'll go over the calls. See, now this is how a Hadrosaur would run. It would run up on its hind legs like this. One of the problems I have with this call is the fact that it is, well, Hadrosaurs couldn't really do that. And this guy, the Lambeosaurus here, makes it makes a mixture of sounds of exhaling and wind blowing. That's all this really sounds like, and it's really disappointing. Now for my biggest gripe with this guy. When you see it crouching, you can see that its wrist looked very bent, and it couldn't bend its wrist like that. But here's where the real problem comes in, is when it's laying down. Look at the way it's bending its wrist. At this point, it would have broke its wrist. And it gets even worse when it's sleeping. It's breaking its wrist. No Hadrosaur could do this. No Hadrosaur in general could break their wrist like this. Because obviously they'd be breaking the wrist. And that's very inaccurate. That's really all the gripe. There's one last gripe I have about this guy. And that's one of its subspecies. So if we go to here, we look at the Lambeosaurus here. We got Podicens, and the most popular one, Lambe. And then there's Magna Christus. Magni Cristatus. And it just looks like a Corythosaurus. But why? Lambeosaurus was a close relative of Corythosaurus, but not to the point where it looked exactly like Corythosaurus. It would have looked more like one of these two. It would have more looked like this and this. And that's all my gripes about the Lambeosaurus. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notification bells to get get notified about the latest, about when I upload video, about the time, to get notified about videos that I upload, and you get the first one there. Make sure to share this video on social media. Hope you enjoyed. Gino's out.